Okay, we gotta talk about this. This is just fucking amazing. Remember one of the trillions of times I've been right? One of them in particular that relates to this video, obviously, is when I made this video right here. YouTube has finally hit rock bottom. YouTube gives the mainstream media $25 million. If you haven't seen it, go to my channel and watch it. YouTube CEO, users don't like authoritative mainstream media channels, but we boost them anyway. I don't know what you want me to tell you. I went on about exactly this in the video I just showed you. And I was called dumb. I was told, Matt, Google does not falsify their results. I was told, Matt, YouTube does not deliberately choose which videos to show you. I was told, Matt, the mainstream media isn't in cahoots with YouTube and Google. Susan Wojcicki admitted that they are. But of course, I already knew this 3 years ago, so fuck you. Anyway, our users don't like it. Well, of course not, because we don't like bullshit anymore. We boost it anyway. Our users don't like bullshit, but we're gonna give you bullshit regardless. Straight from the fucking whore's mouth. Let's just read. Susan Wojcicki confirms your suspicions. Well, they're not suspicions, they're facts that I already knew, but anyway. Over the last few years, YouTube and its executives have made it clear that when it comes to news and current events, authoritative sources, aka mainstream media outlets it deemed to be trustworthy, which is basically, in reality, the least trustworthy that will just give you propaganda, will get boosted via the platform's recommendation tool, while independent creators who will tell you the truth cover the news will be suppressed. And during an and by the way, they're not just talking about people who are independent and are not, as they think, reliable, but anybody who is just willing to tell a fact is who gets blocked, just so you understand fully. And during an interview on the New York Times Rabbit Hole podcast, YouTube CEO Susan admitted that most... Oh, by the way, you should also point out that Susan will only go on podcasts that directly support like Google and YouTube as a company. As soon as somebody wants to actually ask them questions about their corruption and censoring people, demonetizing people, banning people, all that stuff, she immediately runs. Like Chris Hansen, for example, has repeatedly offered Susan a chance to come on his show, and so that he could simply ask her questions like about censorship and, you know, why do you support predators like Onision but take down people who are against Onision? And she was like, nope, can't do it, can't go on because, you know, I can't tell the truth. And I mean, it's not against Chris Hansen. I mean, for God's sakes, the man is actually more of a journalist than any other journalist in the world. Whether if you want to call them a smart YouTuber or an actual journalist who does journalism as their job, Chris Hansen has the highest respect in that regard. So it's not like it's Chris Hansen's the issue. Admitted that most YouTubers don't want to watch these authoritative because they're not really authoritative. They're just monopolized corrupt thing. Sources, but said the platform will continue to boost them regardless. Well, fuck yourself. Wojcicki said that she decided to start prioritizing authoritative sources in the wake of the terrorist attack in Nice, France on Bastille Day, July 14th in 2016. No, you did it because you guys became in cahoots with the mainstream media. But anyway, lie, it's fine. We all know you're a liar, Susan. I remember reading about it and being just extremely upset and thinking our users need to know about it. Fuck you. Yeah, but we don't need to know about anything else, right? Right, Susan? You know, we don't need to know about anything else, right? We don't need to know about all the people that you allow on YouTube who are corrupt, but taking down innocent people like me who just want to talk. You don't want to go on about your censorship, demonetization. You don't want to go on about shadow banning people. You don't want to go on about why you let people like Onision run free, but the people who dare talk about him, you take those people down, right? Yeah, let's not talk about that, you fucking bitch. Fuck you. She then decided that YouTube would start pushing videos about the attack to the homepage of users in France and prioritize videos from authoritative sources when French users searched for information about the attack. You know what's crazy? Here's the thing, Susan. even if you were telling the truth, and believe me, we know you're not, but even if you were, you would think it would be reasonable to, I don't know, let the results just come naturally. I know, it's fucking wild. The concept of letting the results naturally come based on what a person typed in. I know, that whole fucking thing must blow your mind. But that's how it should be. However, after making the change, YouTube engineers warned Wojcicki videos from the mainstream authoritative sources weren't performing very well in terms of engagement. Yeah, because people don't want to watch the mainstream media. The users don't want to actually see it. But Susan decided to keep showing the videos to users and told the engineers, it doesn't matter, we have a responsibility. Something happened in the world and it's important for our users to know. You are a liar because when independent people like myself talk about important issues, you shadow ban us. You shadow ban us not only for talking about controversial or important topics, but you even ban us or demonetize us for using fucking words to describe those things. Like, here's the thing. When people make a video talking about a controversial topic, like let's say somebody's talking about a rape or a murder or a child molester, you will actually block that channel or that video or whatever just because we use those words. It's the reason why many YouTubers now, when they use a word like predator, child molester, rapist, etc., people have to beep it, basically. People have to beep it, or they have to say a word that sounds similar. Like, for example, instead of saying predator, they might say, I don't know, they might say, like, inappropriate toucher person in order to get around the censor. But that's actually part of the problem. And granted, I'm not going to explain the problem because I know you don't give a shit. I'm just telling you what it is, and it's for everyone else to understand as well. When you block out those words, you're not just making the website more friendly, you're also making it so that people are less willing to discuss those topics. Yes, they can discuss them and beat them out, but people are, generally speaking, less willing to discuss them. So by you blocking out the words child molester, for example, people are less willing to talk about a child molester case, and therefore that topic gets less attention. Fuck yourself. And in case you're all wondering why I don't censor myself when I use words like child molester, rape, murder, fuck you, it's because I don't fucking care. I'm an open mouth and I tell the truth on everything and I don't censor myself. And yes, I am shadow banned for it, but the truth is more important. Let's head on to an even better article because this is basically supporting Susan and how fucking stupid she is. YouTube creators espousing opinions in their basement can't provide context on the news. So let me get this straight. People like me, people who make videos from home, talking about what goes on in the world, we don't show facts, sources, context. But the mainstream media, which has been caught lying over and over and over again, as well as falsifying news, and has been caught by companies like Project Veritas over and over and over again, they give context. Good. You know, I just wanted to make sure I cleared that up. Fucking bastard. Look at this piece of shit. Neil Mohan, the chief product officer of YouTube, the platform that was created to let anyone with a camera have a voice. Yeah, that's actually another thing that I've pointed out many times. In case all of you forgot, and I wouldn't blame you if you did because it's pretty hard to remember, back in the day, YouTube's slogan, I believe it was from 2005 when they opened, till about 2010, I think, YouTube actually had a subtitle that said, broadcast yourself. I know, right? Because back then, if you haven't been around long enough, back then, YouTube was actually all about regular people with a phone camera doing, at-home vlogs, taking a video of their cat or just talking. And then in 2010, YouTube removed that slogan, broadcast yourself, because they no longer gave a fuck about the regular people who made the site what it is. They no longer cared about just like regular casual home videos of their pets. YouTube didn't give a shit anymore about regular people like myself who just want to make our own content. YouTube turned their fucking faces away from us and moved on to partners, to very popular YouTubers, to the mainstream media, to sponsors, and all that shit. They turned their backs on us, even though we made the site what it is. And that, just like the article says, it started off with regular people with a camera, and then it went on to companies, the mainstream media, and late-night talk show retards. Has suggested that independent YouTubers who share their opinion, and often facts, on the news can't provide context, and said that this is why they need to be suppressed and censored when it comes to newsworthy topics. Fuck you, you disgusting human being. Anyway, so this fucking idiot just went on basically saying that we believe the mainstream media is more important because they're the mainstream media. Great reason. And then he goes, as opposed to, it's somebody espousing their opinions about a mask, they're talking about the coronavirus, in their basement. So he's basically just fucking saying that anybody who's independent and makes videos about facts and against the mainstream media, we're just people in our fucking basement. Well, you know what? I'm deeply sorry that many of us don't have the equipment that they have at fucking news stations. But here's the amazing thing, and why you bring up points like we're in our basement, or just at home in general. Let me tell you something, you little bastard. What matters is context. What matters is what comes out of our mouths. We don't care if we have microphones and high-tech cameras. You know what we do have that journalists don't have? Brains. Fuck off.